I got books from New Comic Book Day, April 9th, and I'm going to talk about some of the shows coming up in my local area. And I got some supplies, like a mail call from Amazon, so let's check it out. Hey, thanks for checking out my comics closet. I'm Lynn. I'm going to show the books I picked up on April 9th, New Comic Book Day, Wednesday, April 9th. Pretty short week though, so I just want to jump in here and let you know I'm going to show the books I picked up from this last Wednesday, April 16th, I believe it was. And I'm going to show those two on the same video. That way I'll be caught up and won't add too much time. So stay till the end and check it out. I was also going to show I bought a bunch of like storage stuff, storage, comic storage units and bags and boards and stuff like that. I was going to show real quick. But before we get to that, I was going to just show there's a bunch of shows coming around the local area that I picked up. I was at a show Saturday, the Detroit Comic Book and Toy Show in Dearborn. And so I grabbed a bunch of these like little cards showing all the upcoming shows. But I was going to show these because hopefully this will be a somewhat short video, and then I'm going to do the video for that show coming up next. All right, this first one is the Detroit Retro Gaming Show, Gaming and Collectibles Swap Meet, Sunday, April 27th at the Warren Elks Lodge, which is where the Warren Elks comic book show is. Marty has his shows there 3 times a year, I think. And then the big show that I went to Saturday is in Dearborn. Video games and accessories, trading cards and trading card games, related art, crafts, and 3D printed merch, Funko Pops, action figures and toys, wrestling memorabilia. It was brought to you by the Detroit Retro Gaming Show. $3 to get in. Kids 10 and under are free. So then we have the Easter show. I guess that's next weekend. 2 weekends, right? This is the 19th, which is coming up this weekend, right? The day before Easter. Toy and Comic Show. And that is at the Livonia Elks Lodge. Livonia Elks on Plymouth Road. Toy and Comic Show, Saturday, April 19th, 2025, from 9 to 2:30. Collectors, buy, sell, trade. Funko Pops, G.I. Joes, DVDs, video. It says DVD videos. Hot Wheels, magazines, military, comic books, wind-up toys, slot cars, Pez, lunch boxes, games, toy soldiers, paper and postcards, model cars, promos, dolls, sports cards, non-sports cards, science fiction, Star Trek, Star Wars items, movie and TV, plus pop culture. It always says that. $3 to get in. That's all it says. Right? Same thing on the back. All right, and then there's the Knights Hall show. That's in Livonia, Michigan, Farmington Road. The Knights of Columbus Hall on Farmington Road in Livonia, Michigan. Knights Hall Comic and Toy Show, buy, sell, trade. $3 to get in, free after 3 because it goes from 10 to 4, and you get hourly door prizes. And they do have some pretty cool prizes, actually. So the next one is going to be June 8th. And then July 27th, August 24th, September 14th, October 12th, and December 7th. So these are great shows. I've been to a few of them. And then the Dawn of the Collectors. If you go to keywellcollectibles.com. But it's the Dawn of the Collectors coming up. Well, that's March 2nd, but there's more. May 18th, June 8th, August 3rd, September 21st, and October 5th. And that is at the VFW Hall, the Bruce Post VFW Hall in St. Clair Shores on Jefferson Avenue. This one is the ILCon. Don't know much about that. It's an anime fest, I said, or local indie comic show. Don't miss out on the most illest indie comic show ever. Exclusives, freebies, food trucks. In Jackson, Michigan, May 3rd. Still ill. I believe I saw something, Cody Lockwood, Lockwood's Loot. I believe I saw he was mentioning something about going to this show. I think he lives downriver that way or something. Anyway, there's a QR code for that. So Then there on May 4th is a toy and comic show and that's also at the Warren Elks Lodge in Warren, Michigan. It doesn't really say who's sponsoring it. But anyway, May 4th, which is Star Wars Day, right? May the 4th be with you. Sunday, May 4th, 2025, 9 to 3. Pokemon action figures, music memorabilia, Red Line, Funko Pops, G.I. Joes, Hot Wheels, military, comic cards, wind-up toys, slot cars, Pez, lunch, sports cards. Yes, lunch boxes. Maybe they have lunch there. Non-sports cards, science fiction, Star Wars, games, model cars, promos, Trek, Star Trek, Star Wars items, movie and TV. Plus pop culture. Is that the same one I read before? I think it is. No, maybe not. Anyway. And then there is, okay, the Motor City Comic Con is coming. May 16th through the 18th, 2025. Friday, 12 to 7. Saturday, 10 to 7. Sunday, 10 to 5. Featuring guest panels, movie memorabilia, celebrity autographs, photo ops, comics and collectibles, pop culture, kids' day, and more. And there's a QR code for that. But also, well, I think they said Jeremy Renner had to cancel. It says Jeremy Renner, Vincent D'Onofrio, Rainn Wilson, Bryce Dallas Howard, Laura Prepon, Sean Astin, Bill Nye the Science Guy, and Steve Burns. And your comic guests are Fabian Nicienza, Klaus Janson, Arthur Adams, and David Peterson. And they're announcing more stuff every day if you follow the Motor City Comic Con on Facebook or something. And that's at the Suburban Collection Showplace in Novi, Michigan. Get your tickets and VIP packages at MotorCityComicCon.com. I was going to buy my tickets last night. I may buy them here tonight, this weekend. But and also the next Warren Elks comic book and toy show is going to be at the Warren Elks Lodge on June 22nd. He doesn't have very much information. I know he's got the poster out. I meant to grab a big poster when I was at the show the other day and I forgot. And I didn't see any when I grabbed these. So anyway, June 22nd. Marty Herchick's Detroit comic book and toy show. Or not Detroit. The Warren Elks comic book and toy show. So, I'm going to show these books I got. First, I was going to show, I bought a bunch of stuff from Amazon, which were like these. I got the BCW graded Mylars, 2mm Mylar graded. And then I bought these. There's 25 in there. They're thick. And then I bought these, which are 100 of the, these are resealable 2mm polypropylene. But I got these because I take these books up and down, and so usually I take these out of the bags. The ones that were up here I put in those bags. But going in and out of the boxes, it rips the edges, pulls the corners off. So a lot of my books, a lot of my bags with my graded books are getting damaged. So I bought these so I could replace some of them. Let's look at these first real quick. These are the graded sized polypropylene with the resealable, the resealable flap. Trying to get one out. Set it right here real quick. Actually, I have one of these. One of those books I bought the other day at the flea market. This is the 9/8. And then you can peel this little flap off the back, and it stick them down. And I like that. They work really well. But once you open them up a couple times, if you're not careful, you'll get stuff under them. So that's the resealable flap. That's the thinner ones, the polypropylene ones. These are the Mylar. And these are the BCWs. And I bought all this on Amazon. Because they said I had, the prices had gone down on a couple of these things. We'll put this young blood in here. I know it's like the cardinal sin to show your books in the bag, but I'm actually showing the bags. So you got to put the book in it to show it, right? So anyway, there we've done those over. So those look really nice with it. So anyway, that's what I did. I got the graded size bags. And then I bought these, which are BCW Mylars. These are actually just regular Mylars. But what I like to do, because I got those top loaders for my daughter, I like to put the books in the Mylar, and I actually usually put the Mylar upside down, so the flap still folds into the back, over to the back. But I put them in upside down, so there's no flap at the top, even on the back. And then I put them in the top loaders. And that way you can see both sides, and the Mylars are almost invisible. And then actually when I got my books Wednesday, I bought 100 bags and boards, which the bags they sell at my comic store are Comic Care, right? Yeah, Comic Care says they are endorsed by Overstreet. And these are the Silver Age 2mm virgin material 100 polypropylene bags. 7 1/8 by 10 1/2 with a 1.5 inch flap. And then I also got boards, but in my comic store, the boards are the BCW boards. But they fit very well into those Comic Care bags. But I did also order boards from, I think it's Bizarre boards. I ordered something else, because this came. Pretty sure I ordered some boards for the Mylars. Let's see. Oh, and I ordered some other bags too. Actually, I saw these the other day. I think it was Bry's Comics was talking about, he said he uses these Comic Pro bags. So these are the Comic Pro Silver Age, Comic Pro line. 2mm crystal clear, must be polypropylene. Same size, 2-inch flap, 100 pack. So I bought 100 of those. That's what it was. I bought 100 of these boards that go with those. Vintage collectible accessories, Silver Age size, comic book backer boards. But these are the Comic Pro line. And I'll use those on some of my, I don't know, I want to redo some of my vintage books. Actually, I have a bunch of Spawn that I need to rebag and board. Some of it's not boarded. Some of it's got 3 or 4 books in the bag. So anyway, I also ordered these, which are 5 short boxes. Because I need to do some sorting, some restoring. Oop. Get this down here. Pretty well split. Put that there. And yeah, that's what this is. I think they're wrapped up in more plastic. But, well, there's one. Set this down without dropping it. Well, these are all the lids. But anyway, so that's what they got. I got 5 short boxes, all shipped in the flat. So, but anyway, I got all that stuff on Amazon, and except for the things here, the BCW boards and Comic Care bags I got from Comic Corner. If you want to see more of this kind of stuff, I would really appreciate if you'd subscribe, and comment, share, and give me the big thumbs up, big like, and get my algorithm rolling. Trying to work up to the 1 million mark of subscribers, and I think I'm at 295. A couple guys I talked to at the show the other day, and some of the vendors, I think they subscribe to me, so I really appreciate you subscribing to me. All you new subscribers and all you old subscribers, I've got some guys that have been with me since the beginning, and I really appreciate all you guys too. Leave me a comment down below, like Comic Fan does a lot of times, and let me know what you got going on. If you're interested in any of this stuff, some of these books I may be interested in selling. I'm going to be interested in selling a lot of stuff down the road, so that's what this might turn into. The selling channel, my comics closet out the door. So, I really appreciate it if you'd like, comment, share, and subscribe. So now, guess we'll show these books I picked up on New Comic Book Day. What was it? April 9th, I believe. So, before we do that though, I think this is the last card in the deck. For the one deck. You have 2 decks. So you still got to go through another whole one. But anyway, I pulled another card off the top of the Totally Embarrassing Dad Joke cards. The deck of cards that my wife got me for Christmas a couple years ago. Excuse me. And I'm going to read them. Totally cold. I don't know what they are. Anyway, here we go. This is what I read the other day. All right. You know what I'm going to do? I'm starting with the whole new deck here. Oops. Get this over here. All right. I got a whole new deck of cards. You're not off the hook yet. That's all of those. I'm going to put it back over here. All right. Should I shuffle them? I'll do a quick shuffle. Oh, they still got the little slip on them. Shows they're brand new. The little seal. So, split them, pull one off the top. Here we go. Totally Embarrassing Dad Joke cards that my wife bought me a couple Christmases ago. So here we go. Why did the golfer wear 2 pairs of pants? Casey got a hole-in-one. All right, we all heard that. We knew that was coming. What's the best thing about living in Switzerland? The flag's a big plus. All right, if I can find the right one. And how are dog catchers paid? By the pound. By the pound, by the dog pound. All right. There's some dad jokes. So, I didn't get my because I didn't get my book that's got Comics Corner on the front. I'm gonna dub it in there, and I'm gonna show these books I picked up at my LCS Comics Corner. I go to the one in Rochester Hills. There's another one in Fraser, Michigan, and you should join the 25% off Comic Collectors Club. You get 25% off all your new books, and I think you get a 15-20% discount on most things in the store. So, show these books right here. First thing I got, of course, is Amazing Spider-Man #1. You know, very first Amazing Spider-Man to ever come out. Well, except for the other 15 #1s. Not sure who does this art. What was that? Kelly? Oh, Reminder Jr. So, Amazing Spider-Man #1. I think they said it was like a Legacy 965. All right. And this is Uncanny X-Men #13, which it is Legacy issue 713. And then I have this Laura Kinney Wolverine #5. She's got a Legacy 73. My wife was asking me about the Legacy numbers. I think I saw it in the Comic Book Collectors Facebook group. It's always asking about what the Legacy number was. Because this is Incredible Hulk 24. Legacy number 805. Which, if you don't know what that means, is that if you count all the issues they put out since like the first Amazing Spider-Man or the first Incredible Hulk, the Legacy number is what? 805. So there have been 805 actual issues of Incredible Hulk. But this is whatever volume it is now. I'm not even sure. But that's how that works. And that's all the Marvel stuff I got in my pull box. I still do get these Image comics. This is Spawn 363. I'm not sure who that is on the cover. Up on Spawn. Cool looking cast. It's a cool looking character. And this doesn't need a legacy number. It's Spawn 363. And I have them all. And a lot of them. Okay, and then that's everything. It was in my pull box. I did grab this one book from the Discerning Reader Rack. And actually, the only thing I did grab, I didn't see any number ones that were interesting. Actually, it was a short week, so maybe it was something with shipping. But I did grab this issue, which is another image book, of Geiger number 13. I believe I have all the Geiger issues. I know a lot of people have been checking it out. I haven't read it yet. I heard it. I'm going to move this out of the way. I heard it's really good, but I haven't checked it out yet. So I have them all. I'm hoping I might just buy like a collected issue to read them. I'll get these all put together, and when I set up a booth or something somewhere, I'll have them all bundled up. Buy them as a set. Sell the whole thing. So that's pretty much everything I got that I got from New Comic Book Day. Hey, okay, I'm gonna also now show those books I picked up this last New Comic Book Day, Wednesday, April 16th. And I'm gonna pull up here and show them. I picked them up at Comics Corner. I found my thing. So show these. Hopefully I'll get this video out before Easter, because it's Easter Eve. I'm gonna try to get it out tonight. So if you're seeing this Easter, happy Easter. If not, check me out here. And I'm ready to show them. All right, I'm gonna show these books now. I got, actually they're all here in this box. This is what I haven't even bagged them up yet. Kind of like what I did the other day, I guess. Oops. That was some literature for comic shows, actually. I think this is the other one. New Comic Book Day coming up. I think I showed that earlier. First Saturday in May, always. I think it's going to be the 2nd, May 2nd. All right, so everything I get. Everything was in my pull box, I believe. Oh, except one book. 2 books. But anyway, first thing I got here is, I'm going to put them right there real quick. Put it right here real quick. Is Sam Wilson, Captain America, number 4, which is you know, going along with the new Marvel Cinematic Universe, I guess, with Sam, the former Falcon, as Captain America. I don't know if anybody's seen the Thunderbolts. I haven't seen it yet. I may watch it now that I think it's streaming now. All right, and then this is the Insurgent Iron Man, One World Under Doom. Insurgent Iron Man Part 2. Number 7. We're getting whooped, looks like. All right, that's next last, and so is this. So is this. All right, we'll show this real quick. This is cool. I really didn't even look at these. I took a quick peek at them, and I looked over at the Discerning Reader Rack. I don't think I picked anything up off of there. We'll see. I hear Wolverine 400. So I realized that I might have grabbed another one of those just for whose art is in it. Excuse me. All right, and this is Web of Venomverse, number 1. I guess that's Kid Venom alongside. Get in there. She said, oh. And now this can go into my collection of Into the Mouth of the Beast, maybe, I guess. Godzilla vs. Hulk, number 1. Hulk fought stuff big like Godzilla. Oh, I think this is why that was in the bag. Alright, so that was everything that was in my pull box. And then I grabbed, well, everything in my pull box that was Marvel. So I get these image books, which are all Spawn titles. Here. not all Spawn titles, actually. Got 4 image books. 3 of them are Spawn titles. The first one is King Spawn 44. Boom, here we go. Tales, Deadly Tales of the Gunslinger, number 5. And that's that for the Spawn books. And then I grabbed, well, this is always, I always get these books. Walking Dead Deluxe 111. Lucky number, right? For some people. And it's so lucky I grabbed 2, which is very similar. See, this is the original 111 cover on the back. I thought it was so cool. Yeah, I grabbed 2 of them. They did have another cover. Probably should have grabbed the other variant, but I mean, these are all reprints anyway, right? They're reprints of the original Walking Dead series, but with in color. So that goes there. Put these over here. And then I did grab one book actually off of the rack across from the Marvel rack. The books on that rack are all related to novels or movies or TV shows or cartoons or something. And this is actually Titan Comics, Heroic Signature or something. I thought it was a cool cover. I'm just gonna stutter in here. Conan the Barbarian, number 20. And I haven't been buying these. I've got a lot of the other Conan titles. I haven't been checking this one out. If anybody has been reading it, if it's any good, let me know. I may pick up some of the back issues if I can find them. Probably wouldn't be that hard. So anyway, that's everything I got on April 16th from Comics Corner. And now we'll get back to the original programming. So I'm going to show the stuff I picked up at the Detroit Comic Book and Toy Show in my next video. That's why I wanted to do this one, so that one wouldn't be too long. I'll just do a little preview. I didn't buy a whole lot of comics. I did get some comics there. Some of them I didn't buy there, but I bought some other stuff like the print from, actually it was Thompson, Topes Art. I did buy this print, like the Creature from the Black Lagoon with Betty Page. And then I got this from the same guy, but it was Robbie the Robot from Forbidden Planet, carrying Betty Page. I kind of like the way her champagne glasses spilling on his toe. But anyway, so those are a couple of things I picked up at the Detroit Comic Book and Toy Show, and I got a lot more. You know, some interesting stuff from the guest artists and guests. So appreciate if you like, comment, share, and subscribe. Keep coming back here to my comics closet, where we bring comics and comic collecting right out of the closet. So thank you.